Hello there ladies and gents. Right, it's me deadlifting. So this was like my big compound lift of this session. Haven't done these for a while, or this might be my second deadlift session in the last couple of months or so. So just working on that start position, really keeping the bar in nice and tight so it kind of drags up the shins, hence the tasteful socks. There's a few things I struggle with deadlift personally. Head position, which is like a kind of ongoing battle. You see maybe like my head's possibly a little bit too high, but what that allows me to do is keep the chest up and avoid kind of rounding the back. So for me, I kind of maybe sacrifice a little bit of that head position to get that back nice and straight. This was my last set, getting a little bit tired here, so I lost a bit of a snap that I had in the early sets. I can't even remember how many I did in this session, but I like, when I'm bringing like a big move back into the routine, I like to spend a bit of time with it. So I'll have a kind of a rough idea of how many sets I want to do. So probably 5 working sets here, but I ended up doing a few more, taking the weights down and having a bit of a play with it, just to try and find the sweet spot really. And that's one of the, I suppose, the neglected parts of some of the big lifts. There's a lot of technique involved, and you might just be nailing a part of it and then you just start to fatigue, and then even though the mind is willing and you know what you should do, your body has other ideas and you have to kind of call it a day then. But it allows a little bit of flexibility. Like, I think I got to the end of my 5th set and then I dropped it down again and cranked out a few more just to try and reinforce that movement pattern further. Next up, incline dumbbell bench. Kept that shot of me picking them up because my arms look particularly good. Apologies for the gratuitous angle of this recording. One thing that I like about using the dumbbells is the increased depth and range of movement that you can get versus the barbell. So that this angle, despite being slightly X-rated, gives you a good idea of how low I'm coming there. Not completely burying the, oh look, it's my arms again. Not completely burying the dumbbells, so the elbows are, you know, the wrists are coming too low and I'm losing alignment, but low enough that you get a nice stretch across the chest. And it feels a bit kinder to me, this exercise, than the flat barbell bench. Nothing against it, just for me, I feel better doing it this way around. Third exercise is the seated row. Here we go. This is played through slightly quicker, but you can still see the pause as I pull it in. So I'm looking to squeeze my shoulder blades together, pulling the shoulders back and down. Now, sticking a pause in like that means, it makes it slightly trickier, so you won't be able to go quite as heavy, but I love this one because I can really feel it where I'm trying to feel the muscles that I'm trying to hit. Again, head position, trying to keep it fairly neutral, keeping it still as opposed to kind of looking all over the place, which is easily done. And when you go forward, like letting the shoulder blades separate and the shoulders creep forward, gives you that nice long range of motion. I love this exercise. This one I do with clients on a regular basis. Give it a go if you haven't done so already. And finally, we have the single leg press. Now, I throw this one in every once in a while, normally at the back end of a session, so the legs are feeling pretty zapped after doing about 1 billion deadlifts. So I might do lunges or some other single leg variation, but I was just feeling knackered. So I knew that kind of technique, you know, something like a lunge can go out of the window. So sitting yourself in the leg press just lets you focus on, again, the muscle you're trying to feed it in this case, the quads. Now, I've also got a slight difference from right to left. So the range of movement in my left leg, it feels like a real battle to get it all the way down, whereas the right leg, it feels quite comfortable. So I like using this to kind of see where I'm at, and eventually what I'm looking to do is kind of bring that left leg up to speed, so it's equal with the right, and doing single leg variations is a incredibly convenient and efficient way of doing this. Any questions off the back of any of these exercises, give us a shout and I will answer in the comments below. Cheers guys.